Hey guys, what is up? It is your boy, Sainty DJ, and welcome back everybody to another episode of some Minecraft inspiration. So we're here back on the lovely world. I don't actually have a name for our world, but I do know the name of the city, and well, we're far from it, so I can't really say we're near it, but we've been working on this mountain for quite some time now, and it's finally finished. And when I mean it's finally finished, like all the terraforming's done, we probably need to put a bit of pattern on it, so give it a bit more color, maybe some stone, because right now it's just all grass and dirt, but we'll be doing that gradually over time. And this is our honey factory that's just off the mountain actually, and we finally have the trees going, so I'll be able to place them around the entire mountain. But we'll get to that in another episode. But today we'll be checking out the hidden gem within the mountain itself. And what better place to start than the village? So before I get started, I just want to let you all know that I take no credit for these village buildings and for these trees. So they're all done by lemongrass, and I've just kind of pasted them in to where I think it is needed. Obviously I've done all the terraforming for the mountain and everything else in the placement, but the builds itself I have no credit for, and I'll leave their link in the description down below. But anyway, let's get started. So what I wanted to do with this village is have it kind of in the middle of nowhere. So I might move that so it's like completely nowhere near this village, but for now I think this is a nice spot, and I actually like where it's at. I might need to do some more terraforming around this mountain just to make it so it doesn't drop down, and it kind of just gradually drops down. But the trees look amazing, and I'm so happy with not only the builds but the trees and how it all just fits in. So I will be leaving down the description down below, and you guys can check it out yourselves. But we've got a few builds, so I'm guessing this is like a lumberjack. So it's nothing too fancy, but it works so well. And I wanted it to be like a village that is kind of didn't civilize with, or modernize I should say, with everything else, and kind of just stayed as it is. So we've got the church over here with our graveyard just next to it. But it's quite a cute little quiet town just in the forest, and we're going to have these trees pretty much surrounding it completely. And I love this shaders mod. It looks so good. I think it's Vibrant or something? Sliders Vibrant? I don't know. I don't know the correct name, but we'll check it out. But it's just a nothing too extraordinary, except for that might need to go all the way down. Yes, I would say so. But there is a hidden gem with this in town, and the hidden gem is of course what they worship. And I know a lot of you would be familiar with this, but this is Regigigas. So I made like a small kind of life-size model, the best I could with the blocks. I couldn't really get the fingers going, and it kind of, his feet, you know, they're not perfect. They kind of look like hooves with this cobblestone, but it worked so well, and I do like it. Anyway, so we just got the Regigigas. He will rise again when we need him most. So I kind of wanted to do like this village kind of worships him, and there'll be more to the story. So I want to kind of make this world like a lot of exploration. So there's going to be a library, and there will be plenty of books and stuff and kind of hints to lead to this town, but I thought I'd show you it anyway. But basically within Pokemon, that's what he's off. it is said that he moved continents and stuff with, with his pure power, I guess, and strength. And so that's what I wanted to kind of implement in this. And that's kind of what they're worshipping, like he was the creator, this is why the world is all together, and blah, 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 blah. But we'll keep going with our town. Just a few houses, cottages, all that. Like I said, nothing really fancy. We've got 2 watchtowers over there, but they're not really, they're more, I don't know, they're not really like in danger or anything. There's no one trying to come after them. But yes. But let's keep going. So over here we have a little wheat farm, not done yet. I only recently placed this in, so it's kind of cool to see it. And this light, the sun, it just looks so good. I love it. I love it. And we've got a nice little windmill. Probably not the most effective with all the trees around, kind of blocking that wind, but it does its job. But anyway, so you're probably wondering what the hidden gem is, and I thought, I might as well show it. So there's another reason this mountain is actually formed. I'll be showing you that in a second. So let's say you're just wondering, nice little well, but there doesn't seem to be any water at the bottom. I wonder why this is. And you come down, and it's a hidden cave, and this turned out awesome. I do have my night vision on because it does get pretty dark, but this is just a nice little cave, adding heaps of vines, the bamboo, I forgot what this is called, Azuri something, and then you got the rose bush. But I really just wanted to make it look overgrown, and I think it turned out excellent. And then we got some basalt. I think these are the unpolished versions, but let's keep going. We got bamboo, of course, but the reason I have, because we're not actually on 1.17, because my current resource pack doesn't it doesn't have the 1.17 version. I think it's workflow. Oh no, flows HE, sorry. But yeah, it doesn't have the current version, so I'm stuck on the 1.16, but that's still okay because we've done what we can, and maybe later I'll come back, but if not. So I don't know if you got a glance there, but if you come over here, you see him in all his might. Now it is really dark, and that's why I brought the night vision so you can see, but here he is. And let's put this, oh jeez, wow, this is awesome, absolutely amazing. So this is Regigigas, and he turned out so well. I'm so happy with how this looks. If we go around, it just looks amazing. And I wanted to make, because I had all this space inside the mountain and I wasn't actually sure what I was going to do with it. And I was thinking for some time, like I wanted to add this in, like just something from my childhood, and I think Regigigas fits it so well. And because of his history as I guess pretty much a continent mover, like he moves continents in that, and he just formed this world, I thought it would be great to implement him. And I decided to do it in like a hidden kind of cave, hidden valley type thing. And we've got heaps of overgrown, so we've got overgrown mushrooms there, overgrown mushrooms over there, a few over here, and we have a nice little, I guess, cherry tree, I would say, a nice massive flower. And I put shroom lights all around, but as you could see, it barely lights up this cave, and that kind of sucked. So that's why, unfortunately, we got to use the night vision to kind of have a look around. You got lily pads all across the bottom, and some nice little white flowers, and the water in this shaders looks amazing. But I'm really happy with how it turned out. We have massive vines going across. Majority of them do have actual vines hanging off. I don't think I put it on there, on this one. But yeah, we got some of them growing down, and I think it's growing down to a pretty good length. And then we just got shrubs all the way around, some more mushrooms, and got there's a little like manhole, I'm gonna call it, nice little ceiling. And yeah, this is one of my favorites as well. There's nothing on the outside, it just connects to the top of the mountain itself, and you can actually see like that's where the village is. We're going to completely cover this off, some overgrown trees and stuff, but there's no like real way of getting up here. I think there might be a bit of a slope down that way, but majority of it is really sloped to the top, so it's kind of hard to climb up. But this, yeah, it just turned out so well, and I'm really happy with this build. And it's something that, I don't know, I think we used the environment around us to really put this into work. And I love him. He looks so good. So obviously he's in kind of like a sleeping, like hibernation, I would say. He's done his duties, and as you can see within like the sign up above, the story is that he once obviously moved and did all this power and that, but now since everything's complete, he can go to rest. But if we ever need him, he will rise again, pretty much. And let's hope that never happens. But this is so cool. And yes, I will be adding in his 3 friends, Regigigas, Regirock, and Registeel. They'll be scattered across the map, but I think this is a good stopping point for now, and we'll take a little break and then we'll go back and we'll build up the rest of the Regis. But I'm just really blown away with how this turned out. Turned out a lot better than I thought. I kind of wish, I was hoping like with the shaders mod, it would kind of go on an angle and the light would shine on the Reggie himself instead of just missing him and only just kind of like getting his arm, the tiniest bit of his arm. But it still turned out really well. And who knows, maybe I'll move it across. Probably not though, because kind of like it. But it is fairly dark though, so that's why I've done it in night vision. But if you're wanting to check it out without shaders, you can see it really well. But with shaders, yeah, you can see the shroom lights. So that's really cool. But it's it's really hard to see. But I would definitely recommend without the shaders mod. And if you're wondering how you can download this map, I don't have it listed anywhere, and I don't plan on doing it for quite a while until the map is complete, and that could take a very long time. So we're just taking it in bits and we're doing our own thing, but at the moment we're just working on this mountain, completing the mountain, and we're nearly done. We just need to do a bit more terraforming, and we want to add in some other things, but we'll get to that eventually. But I'm just really psyched, and I'm really hope that you guys did enjoy this build as well, because I don't know, the amount of I don't know, it just brings back so much of my childhood, and that's what I love about this, and I'm so glad that I was able to kind of put him in here. But yeah, so he's frozen for now, but who knows, maybe in the future he'll rise again. But I definitely want to create, and I've mentioned this before, but like kind of like a backstory to this world. So kind of instead of just checking out the builds, you can actually explore, find hidden gems quite like this one, and there'll be many hidden gems that I won't reveal in the videos, and kind of just keep to myself and let you guys figure it out. But I think that's where we're going to wrap up the video though, guys. So I hope you all did enjoy today's episode. I had a lot of fun. It was definitely a great experience building this and kind of putting it together. So this is the small village of we don't even have a name for it, so I'll have to do that off camera. Or maybe you guys have other names for yourself. Chuck it down below. And I actually think what I want to do is I want to build like a Pokemon Center over there, like a Pokemon Revival Center, and just have it like completely overgrown. So completely destroyed and just overgrown with bush and that. Kind of make it seem like maybe Pokemon was real on this world, but it's later in the future. I don't know. We'll sort it out when we go, but I didn't want to turn this into a Pokemon themed village. I thought that would be a bit too much, and I just wanted to do it a nice old fashioned medieval style, and I think it turned out kind of swimmingly, I would say. Amazing, perfect. All the great words. But anyway, guys, I'll leave you there. Hope you all did enjoy, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Peace out.